Some people think that change has to be shocking, like diving into a cold pool. But it can be as simple and easy as letting go of the limiting beliefs you're holding on to.
I can't change. I'm never going to feel healthy. I'm not going to have the life I want. I can't stop feeling tired. I can't stop be happy. Wanting things that I don't change. I can't.
You can begin your journey wherever you are, whenever you want. You may be starting your journey from a mansion or a homeless shelter. Wherever you begin, the gateways to wisdom and knowledge are always open. And the first step can be as simple as changing a thought from I can't to
I can. I can do it.
When you get it, that you have so much more control over your life than you thought you did, or control over your experience of your life, if not the events of your life, there is this sense that is so playful and so joyous, and it begins with changing the way you think.
Life as you know it can change in an instant. Everything you call God can disappear before your eyes. And it's not until you have a crisis like that that you come face to face with what it is that really matters in the world.
So it's a wonderful thing when you bump up against something that feels uncomfortable, because it's this opportunity to now feel the discomfort of it and work it into a place of greater comfort. That's how you get rid of those obstacles. That's how you let yourself flow in the way that you want.
Okay, I can do this. I can do it. I can change. I can make my life better. I'm scared, but I want to change. I do. I'm going to stick with this, and I'm going to try. No, I am going to think more positive thoughts. Like, I am happy. I am happy. Oh, this is not going to be easy.
The universe is not responding to your words, but your words are reflective of how you feel. And how you feel is reflective of the vibration that you're offering. And the vibration that you're offering does equal your point of attraction. So paying attention to what you say is a very powerful tool for understanding what your point of attraction is.
It was on a tour of Australia, and it was one of the first conversations we ever had. And so I was trying to rush her around, and no one should rush Louise around. She is right time, right space, all in its good time type of person. And I said, Louise, let's do this and let's kill two birds with one stone. And Louise looked at me horrified and said, why would you want to kill two birds? She always walks a talk, and everyone around her seems to pick up on that. From that moment on, I really was careful in what I said. I stopped saying, I can't stand this, that person's a pain in the neck, or I'm hopeless.
If you can really accept the fact that every time you think a thought and every time you speak a word, you are literally painting your future, whatever you want to call it, you are creating. And you're creating your own life.
One of the gifts of affirmations, the using of affirmations over the years, it's allowed me to experience living in a state of abundance, living in a state of belief that all that I need will come to me when I need it, living in a state of recognition that all that really does matter is love. And it's because of using affirmations over the years, I find that I'm now more concerned with life as an energetic force, living in an energetic state of those affirmations instead of the actual words.
To begin with, you start by what we call doing affirmations, and that is making positive statements about your life, and you do them deliberately. You might do them in the morning, you might do them at noon, you might do them at night, and as you start to do them, things will begin to change, maybe on a very small level. I call it getting the green lights in the parking places.
The affirmations get you into that space where you are ready to recognise the healer that you need, recognise the teacher that you need, recognise the philosophy that will work best for you.
Doing an affirmation is either writing it down, writing it on the wall or the mirror, or just saying it.
My body now restores itself to its natural state of good health.
I'm strong, fit, and vibrant all the time, every day. I'm in the flow of my work and play. My partner for life has arrived today, and wealth is here to stay.
My income is constantly increasing.
I'm infinite, I'm immortal, I'm universal. I'm infinite, I'm immortal, I'm universal.
I do the work I love. I work with and for people I really like, and I'm earning good money. Now, you don't have to have a specific job, but under that banner, a lot of good could come into your life.
I am passionate about life. I love myself. I am well. And then I bet you I said it 300 or 400 times a day to get over the fear of having cancer. And I believe that not only saying it, but actually believing it.
The affirmations is just the starting point. That's like going, okay, here's where the goal is. What really gives those affirmations power is the emotion we put behind it. So what's interesting is you start out the journey going, okay, let me start here. Step one is what's the affirmation? Step two is, how can I generate the emotional power behind that affirmation? And a lot of that comes from taking actions to support that affirmation. That's how you begin to step into that state. And then as you step into that state and you take actions and you put the emotional power behind those affirmations, they begin to manifest themselves in your life.
It's got to get anchored into not only your mind, but in your spirit, and you have to believe it. And when you're first doing it, it feels fake. It feels silly. But after a while, you start to realize, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
What I like people to do is to stand in front of a mirror and do their affirmations. Because there's something very powerful about looking in your own eyes and accepting yourself, or noticing that you reject yourself when you're saying something positive about yourself.
Driving to work, when I first read Louise, she said, that you should 20,000 times a day, or every time you have a negative thought, just, I love and approve of myself. Just replace it with that. For the longest time, I love and I couldn't think of the other word. It was like, why can't I remember such a simple word?
It's like planting a seed in the ground. It's not necessarily true at the moment, but it is something you want to have be true. So you put the seed in and you expect it to grow. You don't wait for 2 days and then dig in the earth and say, what's happening, what's happening? You expect that thing to grow because you know there's a law and a process. And the seed will grow if it is in the right soil and it has the right amount of moisture.